There's a saying that we have in the restaurant, the doors open up every day at 6 o'clock. And so you have to be ready for that. And you have to be ready to exceed people's expectations. It's important that the guests at the end of the night have the same experience that the guests at the beginning of the night had. For instance, the room should still look the same. We don't blow the candles out until the last guest has left the restaurant. We don't break down the tables around them. If there's 2 people left in the restaurant at the end of the night, the entire restaurant stays set up the way it was set up at 6 p.m. For those 2 guests. It's interesting in the restaurant because people will come in here to celebrate a birthday, an anniversary, a promotion at work, a college graduation, high school graduation, whatever it is. And so the conversations at the table when they sit down are about what their lives are outside those doors. But then they start eating the food, and then all of a sudden the conversation shifts to about the food. And that's one of the biggest compliments that we can get in the restaurant. And all of a sudden you're like, wow, like we're communicating with them. There's just something about watching somebody enjoy something that you've made that gives you satisfaction. The satisfaction of knowing you've just created an emotion for somebody. We're thinking about the next day before today even starts. In order to keep this momentum in the restaurant, it's important. It's this big machine that we're kind of feeding and feeding and feeding, and we want to make sure that we maintain a certain level of consistency. And so every decision that we make today is as important for today as it is for tomorrow. As the guests are leaving tonight, there is a sense of relief, like, okay, we've gotten through the service, it's over. But it doesn't stop there. You know, you're only as good as the last plate you put out. And so it doesn't matter what you've done for years and years and years. People, you know, they may care or not care what you've done previously. What they're experiencing is that thing that you've put in front of them in that moment. And so you have to make sure that the last thing that you've done is as good as the first thing that you've done or anything in between that. I think I have chronic dissatisfaction, and that's a good thing.